Many women are describing a really stressful tug of war they're having with food and drink. At the same time, they're finding that eating feels more stressful than it should. And I feel like so many women sense something isn't quite working anymore with their eating, even if they can't quite explain what it is. Food just starts taking up more mental space and feeling harder than it should. What I want to draw your attention to about this, somewhere along the way, we started feeling that our meals ought to be special. Not just enjoyable and nourishing, but special. And anytime food is supposed to feel extra special, holidays, weekends, celebrations, I hear the same thing from women over and over again. So in those moments, it doesn't feel like a choice as much as something that just happens to us. And then what starts as a special occasion issue doesn't stop there. This is something I've experienced and I'm hearing from women over and over again, especially in midlife, that priority for specialness starts to spread until every meal seems to need something extra just to feel complete. Without really noticing it happening, nourishing real food no longer feels satisfying on its own. And after menopause, I could really see that food and drink that were supposed to be enjoyable were starting to run my life more than I wanted. And it was affecting my weight, my energy, even my willingness to do the things I really cared about, like going for a hike. And that's when I realized what I thought of as pleasure and enjoyment wasn't actually expanding my life at all. It was actually shrinking my life. And I've met so many women now that face the same thing. And when they really stop and look at their eating, the first thing they notice is not that they have really bad habits. What they're noticing is a mismatch between what they're doing as far as good habits and the results they're getting. And then when the results don't line up for their weight or their energy or how they feel in their body, it becomes hard to ignore that something else is going on. And this is exactly the work I do, helping women move out of this trap and into a wiser, more nourishing way of eating that feels satisfying and calm around food again.